Here you can see the two nails. So no matter which way the wire goes, it's still going to be tied up against the piece of wood here. And also I want to make sure that whenever I clip the clips onto the wire that I'm inside and a little bit away from the wood. And you can see them over here. This way the wire stays at the same height and it'll stay straight all the way across as long as you got tension down, and it'll pull it across whatever you're using. And this is just a piece of piano wire with a piece of fuel tubing and then heat shrink over the top of the fuel tubing. Just something really simple, can save you a lot of time. But again, whatever you're sliding it across, and this is just a piece of BC plywood, it just needs to be smooth and flat, and you will get a good cut. Here I've marked the foam. I need to cut this one down to this line, and I need to cut this one down not quite as deep, but to that line. So I've already set up my table here to cut this piece. And the way this works is I turn on the thermal generator and then just move the foam right through it, pressing it down, go all the way through. I can shut off my generator, and now you can see that I have a nice clean cut on the foam, and I've removed about 3/16 of an inch, and that's exactly what I need to remove. So let's go ahead and do it with the actual piece of foam. I'm just going to clear the path, and now we'll fire the generator, and I'm going to go ahead and pass through just nice and steady. Nice and steady. The whole trick is to stay steady. And I'm keeping the foam pushed down on the table. Nice and steady. Is ready to come out, and we'll cut off the generator. Now I have the surface. You can see that is really nice and smooth, and I only have one place now where I had an issue with the glue tearing out the foam, and that's why I went ahead and made the second one deeper. But more importantly, if we look, I've cut that right on my line. Here's the line. That's where I needed to go to. In this cut, I'm going to adjust the height of my wire, because I know this next one has to be cut a little higher. So I'm just going to put a couple of blocks of wood. Now notice I'm putting the wood on the inside and the wire is on the outside, so there's nothing in between. So therefore the wire is only going to get hot from here to here. It's not going to get hot back here. So you could use wood or plastic or just about anything on the back side. But you want to keep your wires a little distance away, because the heat will transfer down the wire a little bit. But you can see I used 2 drill bits for the first cut. This one needs to be a little taller because I have more meat to cut off here. So let's go ahead and make this cut. And again, we're just going to start nice and smooth, steady pass, pushing her right down the middle. And we're getting ready to exit. And we shut off the thermal generator. Now, you can see that is like really smooth. And then of course here's the piece that I just took off. And look, we have half the line here. And we got the other half of the line there. So with a little practice, you can make really quick work of little tasks that you have to do like this. And get our tolerances in here. And say OK. Again, it gives me the dimensions. Then we are going to go ahead and generate a tool path. I want to put the clearance here of 1/4 inch. And now we have a tool path. So if I slide this out of the way, we can take a look. It's machining from the top. And this of course is the right side. So if we take a look here, and let's pull this in, you can see the finish pass and the roughing pass. Here's the roughing pass. Actually, let's check the machine time, 57.4 minutes. Now we're going to save the tool path, and this time it's going to say nose right. And say save. And again, we can just take a look. It's always nice to be able to move around your part and just kind of take a close look. We're going to undo the roughing, so we're just looking at the finish, but you can see that my part definitely gets cut all the way around. So that's good. This is a good part. We're ready to start machining here.